Alrighty, so this is how do we use water and its superpower. So this is the lesson that we did yesterday. So today we're just doing the same thing. We're just going to review what we did yesterday because tomorrow we're going to start a new one. So we're going to look at this little clip, the song that we all love. Water, 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 water. Over here and over there. Water everywhere. Water in the pool. Keeping us cool. Up in the clouds and down it goes. This pump to our homes where the water flows. Water cleans you up. Sitting in the tub. Water cleans the floor when you scrub, scrub, scrub. Home to the tank. Splash and splish. Puts fire out. Help the seeds sprout. Sailing on the water, cruising on a boat. Let the water move you as you float, float, float. Water helps the plants and animals grow. And when the water gets cold, we get ice and snow. With no water, we'd be so thirsty and hot. So let's be thankful for the water we've got. Water is a gift, so don't waste it. Turn it off when you're done. We'll have enough for everyone. Beautiful. So I do love that song. And now let's get to what are some ways that we use water. There's so many uses for water. So think about how many times a day you use water, right? So we use water to drink, you clean yourself with it, and you use water to brush your teeth, right? Now, mommies and daddies, guess what? We use water to wash clothes, okay? And guess what? We also use water to wash dishes, right? So after we cook, and during cooking, when mommies and daddies cook, we're also using water. We're using water all the time. We're using water to cook, to boil, to cook some pasta, whatever it is, we're using water. So water is super important for all of us, okay? And what are some other ways? So yesterday I asked you some other ways that we use water, and some of you said very nice responses. So we also use water to wash our hands, right? So yes, we're washing our hands, especially now. We're constantly washing. And we use water to flush the toilet. One of you said that we find water, or there is water in the toilet, because it's true. So every time when we go, we make pee-pee, we make poo-poo. That water is being used to flush it all out, right? Because we don't want it there. But yes, that was a good point. Then, someone else had said we play with water when it's very, very hot outside. So yes, when it's super, super hot outside, we play with water, whether it be water balloons, water guns, or if you guys have a little pool that you fill in water with, you're playing with water. And most importantly, you use water to water plants, right? Because we want our plants to be nice, big, and strong, because they also need water just like us. Okay, let's continue. Now, water is in your body. So water isn't just an important part of our planet, but it's an important part of your body too. So it's very important for our bodies as well. Not just that we use it and it's all around us. No, it's very important for our bodies. And I had said this before, more than half of our total body weight is water. So we are made out of water. We have water in ourselves. Your body uses waters in all kinds of ways. So we physically use water, just like I mentioned before, to brush our teeth, to take a shower, to wash our faces, whatever it is, for everything. But when we drink water, the water that is being drank is also helping our body to digest food, to get rid of germs, right? So everything that we eat, and by us drinking water, it's helping to digest everything. So everything that we do not need in our bodies comes out, right? And how does that come out? Well, when we go to the bathroom and we pee, water's coming out of our bodies. When we do number 2, water's still coming out of our bodies, right? So that's a way that our body helps it keep clean and safe at all times. Now, our body loses a lot of water. So just like I said, your body loses water whenever we sweat. So if we're sweating, that's water that we're losing from our bodies. That's why we need to keep our bodies constantly hydrated, right? Especially in the summertime when it's really, really hot and it's sunny. We need to keep our bodies hydrated because from all that sweating, we're losing so much water. Okay, so sweat is water, and we need to continue to drink water to keep it moving. Now, or when you go to the bathroom, so just like I mentioned right now, every time that we go into the bathroom, we're losing water. Okay, so that's why we got to keep drinking and drinking water. So that's why you need to drink plenty of water every day. It's very, very important. And most importantly, I also told you, remember if you guys get hurt or you're sad, we're crying, guess what? Our tears are water too. So we're taking out water from our bodies. And that is why we need to keep drinking water. So that way we keep having water in our system. Now, let's move to water and its superpower. So this is called solid, liquid, and gas. So let's take a look at this video explaining what water's superpower is.
Hi kids, I'm Professor Hester. Welcome to my lab. Here, we use science to learn how the world works. We do that by conducting experiments, or as I call them, Professor Hester's testers. Hey, that rhymes. The Hester's tester for today, the superpower of water. That's right, plain old water has a superpower. It can change into 3 different forms. The first form is water as a liquid. This is the form you know the best. When water is a liquid, you can drink it, take a bath in it, play in it, swim in it. The second form is water as a solid. What happens when water gets really cold?
What happens, boys and girls?
That's right. After a little time, it freezes.
Get the ice cube.
Snow and ice are really just solid water. Isn't that amazing? When water is solid, you can skate on it, ski on it,
Ooh, ski, that's fun.
build snowmen with it,
Snowman, that's my favorite.
even make a work of art with it. For this next part, I'll need a little help. This is Jester, my science partner. He's a Labrador Retriever. Professor Hester and her dog, Jester. Hey, another rhyme. We've seen what happens when water gets very cold. But what happens if water gets very hot? It turns into its third form, water as a gas. This one is a bit trickier to explain, so move in close. Closer.
Closer.
Closer. Now, when solid water is heated, it melts into liquid water. When liquid water is heated, it turns into gas. You can't see that gas because it's invisible. But even if you can't see the gas, you can hear it. Listen, as the gas rushes out of the teapot, it's... That's right, Jester. It whistles. When that hot gas goes outside the teapot, some of it cools off and turns
so
back into
That's
water as a
gas.
liquid, which we see as steam. Look for yourself. The steam we see is made of tiny, tiny drops of water. Actually, liquid water doesn't have to get really hot to turn into gas. Here's an experiment that you can do at home. Yesterday, I filled this glass to the very top with water and left it on the table. Now some of the water is gone. And it's not because Chester drank it. That liquid water turned into gas and went into the air. Thank you, Chester. Here's something else you can try at home. Your breath contains water as a gas, but you can't see your breath. Or can you? Breathe on a mirror.
Oh, look at that.
See how the mirror fogs up? That's water changing from gas to liquid right before your eyes. Isn't that amazing? Water is everywhere! Woohoo!
Water is everywhere, and it has a superpower, and we see it every day.
Hi, kid.
Alrighty, so water and its superpower, now we know that. Matter can change from one kind to another. Some solids can change to liquids, some liquids can change to gases. Water is a special kind of matter. You know that water is a liquid, but it can easily be found in all three forms around the planet, right? So water becomes a solid if it is cooled and it turns into ice. Water becomes a gas if it's heated and it turns into steam, okay? And then we just have that water at any temperature can change into water vapor. Water vapor is a gas. This change is called evaporation. So these are some words that we will be using tomorrow for our water cycle, okay? When we're talking about our water cycle. So these are words that we're going to be using tomorrow. Water vapor changes back into liquid water when it cools in the air, and this change is called condensation. You can see condensation after a hot shower. The water vapor touches the shower door and turns back into a liquid. So just like the professor was telling us in the video, when you blow into the mirror, right? Like she said, we have water as gas, so we're blowing all of that off, and then we see how the mirror fogs up. That's just the gas turning back into a liquid. And like I said, we're just going to be seeing that. We're going to be looking more into that tomorrow during our Zoom meeting. Okay. And then we're just going to finish off with this beautiful, beautiful song and a reading.
Water is good for so many things. Yeah. Plants and animals, people and fish. We all need water. That's right. To live. Keep it clean. Yeah. We all need water to live. You can surf in the ocean where the waves are rolling, or float down a river where you can fish for dinner. That's right. You can play in the bay. Yay! Or splash your friend in the face. Either way, I say, water is great. Water is great. Yeah! Water is good for so many things. Plants and animals, people and fish. We all need water to live. Water is good for so many things. Let's do our best to keep it clean. We all need water to live. Or sail in the breeze. That's right. You can drink, drink, drink until you fill your belly. Yay! We can water ski. That sounds fun. Or water the trees. All right. Either way you see, water's amazing. Water is amazing. Water is good for so many things. Plants and animals, people and fish. We all need water to live. Water is good for so many things. Let's do our best to keep it clean. We all need water to live.
Yay! So we all need water, and we need to help keep it clean, so we keep having water. Alrighty. Now we are going to stay tuned for our reading time. So this is what we read yesterday, and I will make another video